We are really trying to focus on also, bringing our membership together, because ABS is produced by Cosmetologist Chicago, a membership-based organization, and we're the show by the professional for the professional. So now we have a dedicated space that is
just exiting your current environment and trying something in a new place. It allows this change within you.
I want to make sure what we're bringing to the forefront to our attendees is what their clients are looking for.
Mission. There has to be a mission and an intention for others, not from, for others. That's the first thing that it takes. With us, because we're a nonprofit, our whole focus is the mission to serve others, and it's for others.
I'm so excited. Here we go, 3 weeks shy from the big day or the big 3 days. Now, I don't know about you guys. I have the whole team here of American's Beauty Show. And this year, it felt a little bit different for me. The media was different. Of course, it was like such a different feeling. But what I love about everything, the consistency of the word thrive. Frank, what do you think?
Well, Ronit, I have to tell you this. I just want to thank you and Nicole on behalf of our board of directors and all of us on this call for all of your support along the way, because quite honestly, Ronit, we would not be here today without the both of you and your support over the last 5 years. And I mean that sincerely. Just literally last week marked the 5-year anniversary of when we had to cancel the show due to COVID. And it was you and your team that came to us with Huddle Time to keep our community engaged through that crisis. And we cannot thank you enough. I always thank you every chance I get, because it was that important to our community and it was that important to us. And we thank you. And we're here today and we are thriving because of the support of our community and our partners like you that really stepped up and helped us. So we cannot thank you enough. Our energy and our excitement and our outlook for 2026 is so positive, because we know the power of when good people come together, great things happen. And this will be our 103rd year, and we couldn't be more excited for our community and for everyone that serves this community, because we just think we're going to thrive in 2026, and we just feel so happy. So thank you for having us on this podcast. We sincerely appreciate it, and thank you for all of your help, because we wouldn't be here without you and without all of our partners. So we just couldn't be more thankful. We couldn't be more excited.
Thank you, Frank. And you're right. I just feel like my second home is Chicago. And it's so funny because you mentioned COVID. And I felt like during COVID, I was so lonely, as everybody else felt. And I didn't feel so lonely because I had the community. And flying to Chicago, even during those years, it was so magical. So I thank the community of Chicago to allow us to have Huddle Time. And now it's a profitable life. So I love the podcast name, It's a Profitable Life, because I feel like American's Beauty Show has always cater to be a profitable life on all aspects. And so what is different this year? Yeah, it's different this year. I mean, we have Dawn on this show. We have Jesse on here today. We have Meg. For me, and we have Nicole. For me, it's been already a different experience just going through the whole social media experience. So maybe
Rudy, I'm so happy to hear that, and Nicole, and thank you again on behalf of our entire team for having us today. It truly is a dream team, and our team is a community, and we do it for you, and we do it for all of our beauty professionals. In terms of the theme and the look, we're constantly always aspiring to bring something new, and just more than something, but so many different aspects of the show that are aspiring, that resonate, and that ultimately connect, so that we can continue to grow stronger together. When we talk about where we've been over the past 5 years and we quickly rewind back, we also celebrated 100 years. We were able to come together and have our centennial celebration, where we were looking ahead at the future of beauty, of what's next. And then we continued to look ahead. And then just last year's show was grow was our theme. Together we continue to add nourishment really to the roots that continue to grow. And so here we are thriving together. And I truly believe that we are, because we look out and we see the strength in our numbers and we see the way that people are rising. And we're doing that because we're able to come together and connect. It's really also lovely to have the visuals to be able to come together and just continue to bring light to our theme. And we're really, really looking forward to bringing everyone together in a couple short weeks so that we can continue to thrive and build together.
This episode is sponsored by Salon Cadence, the only global advisory network helping salon and spa and med spa CEOs scale to 7 and 8 figures without a burnout. This is not a do-it-yourself program. This is do it with you and for you. From profit-first system to team-run leadership. First, we fix the numbers, then we create the wealth, then we focus on CEO mindset, and we build the process with your team to give you the ultimate freedom to become the true CEO and visionary you are. We have helped thousands grow widely successful for freedom-driven companies in beauty, wellness, and regenerative medicine. If you're ready to grow, scale, and live a wealthy life, visit saloncadence.com. Now, one of the most important things that you can invest in and not do it yourself, I highly recommend mysalonbooks.com. Salon owners that are tired of never knowing if you're actually profitable or where your money is going, on what your money is doing for you or against you. The team at My Salon Books takes the stress off your plate. They are specialized in salon booking, providing real-time insight and financial clarity so you can focus on what you do best, running a thriving salon. Here at Salon Cadence, we recommend mysalonbooks.com. It is the only bookkeeping management that utilizes the profit first the right way. So go to mysalonbooks.com to learn more and get free evaluation of your own books.
That's fabulous. Now, Nicole, you had a magic question that you wanted to take on.
Well, I mean, thank you, Megan, for everything that you just said. I would love to know specifically from like Dawn or Jesse or anybody as well to add on to it. What can people expect to see this year that's different from the years before?
We've got a couple of really new and exciting things that are happening that you'll see in different corners of the whole experience this year. And I think one of the things to start with as we're talking about, getting together and everything is our CC Connects membership area, which is something new that we haven't had before. And we've got a dedicated space that is just for our amazing members and our attendees to get together, and we'll have a lounge where they can, learn about everything that we're doing at Cosmetologist Chicago through social events, through education. A great place to sit down and have little one-on-one meetings. We're partnering with our friends at Perfect Core for a large AI installation where people can go through and have an AI update of whether it's their clothing, their makeup, their hair. We're doing giveaways. We're doing celebrity meet and greets and influencer meet and greets in the area. We have podcasts. We're doing shoulder and neck massages that we expect that to probably be longer than the Starbucks line for people to come in and, have that experience. But we are really trying to focus on also, bringing our membership together, because ABS is produced by Cosmetologist Chicago, a membership-based organization, and we're the show by the professional for the professional. So now we have a dedicated space that is for our members and for those professionals to gather. So I think that's just something that's really exciting and new that we haven't had, at least in my tenure that I've been here. So we're really excited about that piece. And I could dive into She Leads and a couple other things, but I also want to make sure that I give, Don and the other team to speak maybe before I dive into that, because I could take over the whole time just on She Leads.
Well, thanks for having me here as well. It's an honor to be part of ABS. It's a show that I've done all my life, all my career, through Aquage, shooting the campaign for America's Beauty Show for 10 years with Luis Alvarez, and now being on the other side instead of the manufacturer side. So it's nice to come in with that manufacturer background, because and I agree with you, Ernie, like Chicago is like your second home, right? It just feels like a big hug when you get here. And what's exciting about education, what I am happy that the team has let me done, is that sometimes education doesn't keep up with what's happening currently in life. And the fact that clients have more access to the internet and what's going on with new technologies, this, that, and the other, we've challenged our educators coming in to step up the game. Like what's new with science, what's happening in health and wellness, what's happening here with different chemicals, different things that, bring balance and even mental health. Like, before it was a little taboo to talk about what's going on and the struggles in your life. Our educators, a lot of them are bringing that into their curriculum and talking about that as they teach their color classes, they're teaching a haircutting class, and how do they bring that balance to their success and get over that hump. And it's resonating really well with our attendees that are coming in. So I'm excited for our new rising stars that are coming in, the next generation of educators that are on the rise, and teaming up with our legends that are going to be there. I think it's a great mix, a great balance. We're going to have a meet and greet down in the lounge, so people are going to be able to talk to them. And just a lot of energy. People have told me that this is one of their best shows. I feel like we're very entrepreneurial. We bring inspiration and allow people to share their excitement. Chicago is an amazing city because it has 77 unique, different cultures and areas in there, right? So it's a big family, and everybody's coming together. And we're one show that's able to bring that all together and let it build. Sorry, the ring got me off, but that's what's exciting about education. And I think you'll see that. And we have about over 500 classes going on. People are still calling me wanting to teach, wanting to get their brand in there. And I feel bad saying no, but back to COVID, and then because I can keep talking like Jesse, back to COVID, in-person education, hands-on education is starting to make a resurgence. And we are here to welcome it back, because people need that in-person education. You get the best aha moments. And sometimes you need that educator right there to move your hand and guide you where you can't get it on digital. So
I totally agree. Zoom is awesome. I love Zoom. Without Zoom, I don't know how we would be here even today, or even huddle time. But when you get together, and the hugs and the kisses, and oh my God, I haven't seen you, and oh my God, I have the opportunity to see somebody up close and personal, and the music and the parties and just that energy, you can't replace this anywhere. Can't.
No.
It's the best thing. And who does it better than the beauty industry?
Nobody does it better. Just to build on a couple other things, Aveda, Estee Lauder company, they're returning to America's Beauty Show. And Don brought up a great point about hands-on education, and that's exactly what Aveda is doing. And they're creating that type of experience. Bumble and Bumble is also returning to America's Beauty Show. These are two major brands, and we couldn't be more excited to be partnering with Estee Lauder with these two brands. So that's been it's going to be a great addition, as well as there's, to Don's credit, and Don's being very humble here, but Don's done a great job with Jesse in going out and trying to ensure that our education community understands that our show is their stage. Like, we are the stage for the professional beauty industry. So for any aspiring artists, any aspiring educators that want to reach out and serve our professional community, that's America's Beauty Show. This is your stage. This is your show. And Don and Jesse have done a great job connecting to a lot of new talent that's out there, as well as, to Don's point, a lot of the veterans too that have really created their legacy in this industry. And we're so honored to have them at our show.
100%. Thank you. And Don, we've been watching you doing some podcast. Tell us a little bit about that. This looks like a fun one too. So tell us a little bit. Can you tell us a little bit about Don, your background, what have you? There's so much to tell. So
One has layers, okay?
So I have layers, definitely. Well, I come from a beauty background, which I don't really talk about a lot because I just like to be me. But my roots are in the industry. My family founded Matrix Essentials or Matrix with Arnie and Sidell Miller, my great aunt and uncle. And so I really just started my career, and my mom's a hairdresser, and we had a salon in the family. So I've always been around it. And so I always said, I'm not going to be in it. but I worked for the family and stuff during like college and school and things to that aspect, but I was going to school for other things. And during my internship at Matrix, I just kind of fell in love with it, right? Arnie was battling cancer. I was working every department during an internship to learn the business. And, you just get hooked, and so I ended up staying in it and just building my career that way. And then when Sidell sold Matrix to Bristol Myers Squibb, I was going to move on to something else, but then Luis Alvarez and Dennis Lubin came to me, and then I was with the Quash from the beginning, then Babeless. So here I am today, right? I love every minute of it, and I've learned a lot. So I have a love for the passion. I always loved being in the background. So growing, I helped build the Aquash team as you had known it, and seeing them from the back and then push them on stage. This time around, when Frank brought me on and said I was not allowed to retire from the industry, that I needed to come to this show, I said, okay. And I have to say, Megan's been amazing as well, just as Jesse. And I said, just looking at a few things, this is what I see from an outside coming into your show. Why are we not out in the field interviewing our educators, give them a different voice? We need to switch up the social media aspect a little bit, give it a little bit of a shake, give it some more modernism to it, because people after 10 seconds, they're like, I'm done. But if we can bring some humor or a different light to it in the beginning, you're going to hook them, and then they're able to talk about their class. So I kind of forced myself to get in front of the camera by doing the podcast and doing these interviews and flying around all this year. And it's starting to resonate. People are understanding that the educators that we're bringing in are real. They're authentic. They love what they do. They love to share. They love who they're doing it with. And so why not come to our show? So I learned a lot from the legends of the industry, from a Martin Parsons to Luis Alvarez to even the Altieris about stage presence, right, from back in the day. So I've had my share of a Horst from Aveda, meeting him. So there's all, every I've been lucky. And so now I'm honored that I'm able to bring what I've digested back. And I love that it's resonating. I love that the board's happy, our team's happy. And I'm excited to see what happens this year, learn from it, and then expand on it for 27. So, but the challenge was, what are you bringing back? What are you going to bring to our show that's different, a different, unique twist to it? I want to make sure what we're bringing to the forefront to our attendees is what their clients are looking for, because they're so much more well-educated due to the internet, that we got to make sure that they're on par, that we're bringing in new technologies, that we're staying on trend and even ahead of the trends. So that's what I love about my position, because I'm just, I just dived into that. And like I said, Megan and Jesse have been great. I've learned a lot about social media and timing and, just different things and how we can utilize that even better. So I feel it's going to just rise up even better.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
With this podcast or our show, it's Living a Profitable Life show. We're going to bring you so many great guests and lessons and teaching. So it's really is wonderful to have our partners, sponsors that helping us make this possible for everyone. But it is you who are going to make us better. So I'm asking you to always comment and let me know, how was this episode? Was it helpful? What else would you like to learn? What else would you like to see? It's predicted within the next few years, this industry, this beautiful beauty industry around the world, is going to be growing by 8 to 10% incremental. That means opportunities to grow, to develop, to anything you want to be in this world. The thing is, the more you subscribe and share it with your friend, the more I can make this podcast be the best place for you. Any subject that you find is necessary, let us know. So please subscribe and help us get to at least 1,000 downloads. Once we get there, we'll celebrate.
Yeah, of course. Good. So what are we doing, Nicole? What are we're doing this year?
Well, I mean, what aren't we doing this year? I mean, along with everybody else in this room, what aren't we doing? We're getting massages. We're standing in line at the Starbucks. Dawn's on podcasts. I only get to see Megan for like 3 seconds every single year I go to America's Beauty Show. She's on the move so much. So what aren't we doing? But when it comes to Cadence Business Academy, Roni, you're going to be doing a full day of education on Sunday. So you're one of the educators. How many years have you been to America's Beauty Show?
Man, let's see. I'm 29 years old, and I would say about 10 years.
Since you were 19. Wow.
Before I got married.
Yeah, well, of course. Before you did all of the other businesses and everything else that you ever done, mom of two, everything, you were like, I'm also going to be making sure I'm at America's Beauty Show from the age of 19.
Well,
But-
I think I have not even known the team of American Beauty Show as it is now. But I've been coming to Chicago. This was always my favorite show, always. So for years, as long as I've been a cosmetologist here in America, always. Yeah.
And now you're always innovating. So just like how Dawn was saying, I remember we were collaborating months ago about what it was that we were going to teach and making sure that it aligned with this year's education and everything. And we're planning to educate on a couple of really big topics, all day education on Sunday, from stop training people who leave. That's one of Roni's favorite topics. Stop being busy and broke. So that was big on the mental health part, Dawn. That's really big on just focusing on what's really going to have an impact in your business and not just all of the noise around you. And then, of course, everybody's favorite, AI. So we're offering a couple of classes that are for beginner and advanced users of AI. And Cadence Business Academy really has come a long way from a couple of years ago. I think, Frank, we did our first ever AI class at America's Beauty Show, and it was like standing room only. It was such a hit. So Roni, what do you feel like we're going to be doing that's so different this year? What kind of heat are you bringing?
Well, I'm super passionate about artificial intelligence. And while the world is moving really fast in that segment, we don't have to move really fast with it. So we're going to introduce some really key technologies that every salon owner, every stylist can use and really buy their time back. I think that's the most important thing, and save hundreds of dollars a month on just doing that. So I'm super excited about that. And of course, profit first. If you don't pay yourself first, then you'll never get paid. So stop being broke by just being busy, and it's time to really get some wealth, become rich, and that's what we're going to be focused on. So I'm excited about that. Profit First is a cash flow system that is a no-brainer, that if you use that, not only that you make money, because we know how to make money, you actually get to keep the money in and multiply it. So I'm excited about that. But
It's the hard part. Keeping the money is definitely the hard part.
I'm excited about seeing everyone having our coffee party, a coffee cocktail hour. And when I say coffee, I mean coffee plus whatever goes in it. Always makes you happy. And so I'm excited about that. And I'm super honored to be this year in a very special segment is that She Leads. Jessie, new baby. I can't wait to dig into that.
Yeah, Jessie, tell
No.
us more about She Leads.
Oh, thank you. No, yeah, this is my baby. So the She Leads Network was an idea that started really before ABS last year. And the concept was we are an industry that is predominantly women in every aspect, from, you know, the apprentice all the way up through the C-suite. But really when it comes to those higher level positions, it's not always women that are making those calls. And this really stemmed from a conference that I was at where this amazing woman was talking about how her personal life was starting to challenge her professional life. And I won't use the exact phrasing she used, but we'll just let's say that her previous now ex-husband was not supportive of her growth. And it just really really made me think how many people are struggling with how to grow in their careers, whether it's behind the chair, it's at a manufacturer, a distributor. And so we wanted to bring together a group of women to say, let's just have these conversations. So She Leads is not your typical education event where we have a panel or we have speakers up there. This is an opportunity for women to get together and just talk about successes, talk about challenges, and have the conversation with other people who are living it. And we're really excited. We've got a group of about 12, what we're calling legacy leaders. And it's Ronit, it's, we have Anna Manukin, we have partners from, Keratin Complex, from Ulta, who are these amazingly strong women who have walked it. They've talked it, they've lived it, and they've had their failures. So let's make sure that these women coming up don't have those same failures, learn from us. So this is a 2-hour brunch, and it's designed to be intimate. We want people to have the conversations and not be scared to open up about themselves and ask for the help, ask for the questions, and also celebrate their successes. And so we did an intake meeting last year where we just brought a small group together to kind of figure out what we wanted to be when we grew up. And what came from it really was that this is an opportunity to have our leaders and what we're calling our mentors. And a mentor can be any age, any person who's just trying to figure out how to be successful in their personal life, in their professional life, with their friends, family, in their work. We can have it all. We can have all of this, regardless of what social media is telling us, regardless of what the news is telling us. As strong women in this industry, we can do it all. We're just not always given the opportunities to think that we can and doubt ourselves. And so this group is coming together to say, yes, we can do it. We don't need, no offense to the gentleman on the call right now, we don't need the men to help us do it. We can do it ourselves, because there's a whole group of people behind you that have already done it. And so we're going to have some laughs. If it's anything like the intake, we may have some tears. We're going to have some food. We're going to have some drinks. And we're going to have a great conversation that is going to go beyond just Monday, April 20th from 10 to 12. It's going to go beyond that. We're going to be a resource for each other throughout the year. So this isn't just a one and done. This is truly a network, and we are inviting these people to come. And next year, we want you to invite your friends, and we want you to invite somebody else that you think you can help grow up as well. So it is my baby. It is going to be like my first ABS child. And I can't wait for everybody to just have this moment where they realize that they're not alone. They can be successful in every aspect of their life, and they don't need anyone else but themselves to be able to do it.
So Jesse, what does it look like? What does it feel like on the first time that you're doing it? And how can people actually get to know about it or register for it or get an invitation?
Are there any tickets left, Jesse?
There are some tickets left. We are still, filling the room. Like, one of the things we talk about, though, is like, we want this to be intimate. We're looking at this to be no more than 100 people, because we want people to not feel like they're having to put a microphone out and talk to everyone. Kind of like, Don, give me a microphone. I love it, but not everyone does. So we want to make sure that they have that space. So if you go to americasbeautyshow.com and under education, there is a She Leads tab, a She Leads Network tab. All you got to do is click on that, and it'll take you right to the registration to sign up for it. And so we do have limited seating. We still have a few spots in there. So we definitely want to get everyone in there that we can, but tickets are still available. And then once you're in this group, you're in it. And then we're going to grow it, and we're going to expand on it in the years to come. But when you get in the room, it's just going to feel nothing but like you are amongst your people. These are the people who are thinking like you, that want to be there, and they want to support you. And that's, I think, also the big thing. They're not just there for themselves. They're there because they want everyone else in that room to grow together. This isn't about, having like, I'm better than you. This is very much we are going to do this together because there's enough space for all of us.
That's awesome. I'm super excited to be part of it. Thank you so much. And Frank, what's new out of your prospect as a CEO of Americans Beauty Show? What did you want to do different this year?
Well, I think a key thing is the team. I mean, we've been working so hard to develop our team at Cosmetologist Chicago and America's Beauty Show that's forward focused and is really in tune with what our community needs. And, Megan and Jesse and Don and Lisa and Yark and Kathy and Donna have been working so hard to really be out in our community and making sure that we're continuing to develop. And that's really been my focus, is trying to get the right folks together to come together and to serve our community. And I'm so proud of everyone on our team. I'm so proud of our board of directors. We have a new board of directors this year. We've been blessed to have great boards of directors every year. We just elected our new board this year, and they're excited, they're enthusiastic, and what's consistent? Good people that want to serve others. And we've been blessed to have a volunteer board that's all focused on serving professionals. We've got a team that's focused on serving professionals, and it's a great thing. I feel honored and blessed every day. The work's hard. We're running hard, and we're working hard, and we're running thin.
You're sweating it out. You're sweating it out.
But it's all adrenaline now. It's all adrenaline.
It's all coming from love.
It's all love. That's all I can tell you. It's all love. It's driven with purpose and intention, and it's a good thing.
This episode is sponsored by Forest Salon Software, the all-in-one solution designed to help salon, spa, med spa owners really deliver with confidence and really design and drive their company to success. Forest isn't just a booking system. It is your machine that will help you grow your company with smart marketing and real-time reporting, staff performance tracking, and world-class support. And I mean world-class support, because I wouldn't even recommend Forest if they didn't have a world-class support. Now, so whether you're scaling to 7 figures or streamline your operation or need to fix things and tighten things up, Forest can help you make smarter decisions and deliver the luxury experience that your clients and your members really need. If you're ready for a software that is all in and grows with you and support you for a truly team-run company, just visit forest.com and discover why thousands of salons trust Forest. And mention Salon Cadence and you'll get a perk. This episode is sponsored by Vish, the smartest color management system for profitable salons. Vish tracks your color usage, reduces waste, and helps you charge accurately for all color services, so you can protect your profit and grow with confidence. You know that we are all about profit and how we live a profitable life by design. You can definitely make it so easily, and I've seen it, the actual results on the P&L. Vish makes it happen. Now join thousands of salons using Vish to scale smarter. Head to getvish.com and see the difference for yourself.
It's good. Jesse, you've been doing shows also forever. You've been doing PBA, God knows how many. How many shows have you been running before?
Well, if we're gonna
yeah.
go back, I mean, if we're gonna go back, we're gonna say since birth. I'm 4th generation in the beauty industry, so I was literally born into that. I'm pretty sure I was that kid on the show floor that wasn't supposed to be, because you have to be at least 14 years old to be on the show floor. But I was working with my distributors, my family distributorship, when I was little, at America's Beauty Show, Midwest Beauty Show, and then made my way through. We had our distributorship that was acquired, and I went to work at Professional Beauty Association, and that's where I was working at what was the ISSC show and Cosmoprof and all that. And that was, so it's been kind of you were going to say 20 years, sure, but since birth, but no, I've been doing 25 plus years that I have been on the production, education, show side of things, where I was getting paid to do it. Before that, as I was told, as the child of the family, that pays your lunch.
So what does it take to run a successful show? Because I know it's extremely complex. I mean, we're talking about 12,000 people last year?
No, 25,000.
Sorry, 25,000.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
you know what that number come from?
That's from when you were, I was gonna say that was from whenever you were first going to the show, maybe whenever you were 19.
No. The 12,000 came for the year after COVID.
So we doubled.
All right, here's what I like to do on this. We want to answer this question. Each one of us are going to say one thing that it takes to run the show.
I love that. Let's do
All
that.
right. All right. I'll start out.
Okay.
First one, mission. There has to be a mission and an intention for others, for others, not from, for others.
Mhm.
And that's the first thing that it takes. If with us, because we're a nonprofit, our whole focus is the mission to serve others, and it's for others. So that's the first thing. To run this show, maybe another show it could be different, but to run this show, that's what it takes. That's one element. All right, who wants to go
Yeah.
next?
And
I'll
that's
say-
intentional.
I'll say vision, because without the vision, you're not able to put all the parts together to make it run and execute. So you have to have a clear vision of where it is you want to go and what the end is going to be.
Mhm.
Excellent.
And I love
I'll
that.
go with
Yeah.
a third element of what it takes is a can-do attitude. And so fortunately, our team possesses this. But I think it's waking up every day with that glass half full that also allows us to just embrace the day, see it through, and just really look at it with a positive perspective because we know the end result. We know what we're doing this for. And I think that that's really what fuels us throughout the entire year and beyond into the next year is that can-do attitude.
I love my phrase good, better, best. So what have we done that it's been good? What are we going to do that's even better this year? And what are we going to do that's the best compared to everyone for ourselves internally and externally? Good, better, best. And as long as we've got clicked all three boxes and we have that in every element of the show for our attendees, for our exhibitors, for our partners, we've been successful.
Wow. You know what? You know a good team when you guys all on one page, and you can tell that. So if somebody is still on the fence and they're like, should I come? Should I not come? Should I come? What is the one thing that each and one of you can tell why they definitely should not miss this?
You belong here. This is your show. America's Beauty Show is a nonprofit event owned by licensed beauty professionals for licensed beauty professionals. This is your show. That's America's Beauty Show. It's your show.
And you're wanted here. We want everybody to be here. That we have something for everybody, whether it's shopping, education, just experiences, activations. You are wanted and you are loved, and we want to put our arms around you. We want you here.
I'll say inspiration. If you need to be inspired to keep going, to grow, to thrive, then you need to be here because you're going to be in a community of people that are going to be here to help you, to uplift you.
Those are all such truths. And in conclusion, I'll share too, there's a statistic that when you travel, you're changed. It just exiting your current environment and trying something in a new place, it allows this change within you. And so whether you're coming for one day, whether you're coming for all 3 days, whether you're coming with a beauty bestie, or whether you're just coming by yourself, which many people do, that you will leave changed for the better.
I
So
love it.
please come join us.
Yeah, transformation is key. Love that. Thank you, guys. This has been such a good, such a great conversation. And for anybody out there who wants to get in, just go online, americansbeautyshow.com, and we'll see you there. And guess what? Together is better than one. So all of us are going to be there waiting for you, and we're going to have so much fun. Can't wait.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
having us.
Thank you. This was wonderful.